So within Asia as a whole, we do like Japan. So on Japan, the medium-term story, that case for investing in Japan has not changed. The prioritization of shareholders through the corporate governance program, that's still very much intact. So that's a good tailwind. On a nearer term, though, we do see that supplementary budget that was put through a couple of weeks ago. So the proposals include reducing gas and utility subsidies, increasing income tax threshold, etc. So those are all good and really stimulating that domestic demand piece as well. So Japan, we think, Japanese equities in particular, we think would be key in that sort of portfolio allocation. Now, just moving away from Japan, India has a compelling story as well. You did talk about, the consumption piece as well. We did see, numbers not so great on the third quarter GDP report, but going forward, we do see that things might change on that front. In Southeast Asia, obviously in Indonesia, for example, we have gotten a new administration in Indonesia, and we expect policy continuity. But the consumption piece, we think, is going to continue at least holding up growth in the face of, being in the crossfires when it comes to trade.
As you say, some very unique, compelling stories, sort of market to market. But how much does this region need a material and meaningful pickup in the Chinese consumer?
We do need it. In short, we do need it. So before, it's really a case of all tides lifting all boats, basically, right? When U.S. is being lifted, growth is doing well. Emerging Asia, for example, it tends to do really, really well. But right now, the kind of growth regime that we're talking about in 2025 and beyond is really a more insular sort of growth. So the spillover, the positive spillover for U.S. growth is kind of going to be limited going forward, especially for Asia. So really the key story right now for us and what we need to see is that policy really coming through for China, because that's really what's going to drive domestic demand, and not only the spillover to Asia, but as well as Europe as well.